Everyone in the Shire was impacted by the bushfires. Over 1,000 properties were affected in our Shire, 500 houses were lost. I think for the community the biggest thing is the journey of understanding. Rosedale, for example, had a lot of old beach shacks. They were built in the 60s and 70s, and fibro construction or weatherboard. Didn't have any of the bushfire protection measures that we put in place down with a current dwelling. We've actually really identified that there's nothing in that space of dealing with existing homes, and how do we need to educate the community, make their existing home more resilient. And I think that's the benefit of this toolkit.
The Bushfire Resilient Housing Toolkit aims to provide residents, councils and industry with the tools, templates and resources they need to help ensure our homes across Australia are retrofitted to be more bushfire resilient. We found that over 80% of the existing housing stock in the region belong to 5 common archetypes. Once we understood this, we could then understand how vulnerable they were to bushfire, and we found out they were highly vulnerable. For councils, we've provided the full kit of parts. We've provided templates, tools, detailed project notes and detailed project methodologies for any council in Australia to pick up the work that's been done and apply it to their local nuance and benefit from all of the work that's been created to scale up across the nation. For industry, we've provided a summary of how to communicate to residents around climate change and some of the risks that are posed. We've provided recommendations around shifts that the building industry might need to make to upskill. Our vision for this toolkit is that councils all over Australia can pick it up and use it. And ultimately, we're scaling for a national-wide approach that addresses a fundamental issue, which is the lack of resilience in our existing housing stock.
The planners here and in other areas affected by bushfires are also the people that have houses here that were impacted by it. And they are very, very focused on being able to help that community to rebuild. This toolkit actually gives them that resource to be able to make that difference and to be able to help the community. Our goal is to see this housing toolkit on the websites of councils, builders and other organisations across New South Wales, and for it to be a guide in the future for how we build more resilient housing.
It's critically important. This council had staff that lost homes during the bushfire, so it's very real and it's very personal. The whole community was affected by the bushfires. The end goal is we have another bushfire like this in 20 years' time or whenever. We don't want to lose as many homes as we have this time. Making the community more resilient and reducing the risk in the future so that we do survive and we come back better from the next. Because there will be more bushfires, but it's actually saying we can deal with this and we can survive it.